On today's bourbon review, Noah's Mill small batch genuine bourbon whiskey, handmade in the hills of Kentucky. Let's go. Hey everybody, welcome back to Whiskey Tears. My name is Justin. If you didn't catch the last episode, we did the Koval Single Barrel Tasters Club edition. So make sure you guys check that out if you have not already. But today we are doing Noah's Mill. So Noah's Mill comes from the Willett Distillery, and honestly there's not a whole lot of information about what exactly is inside this bottle. The best I could find is that it's somewhere between 4 to 20 years old, a blend, a mix somewhere in there between of some of the Willett bourbons that they've been aging. It says genuine bourbon whiskey, so it doesn't say straight or anything like that, and handmade in the hills of Kentucky, coming in at 114.3 proof. It says that Noah's Mill is a bourbon of extraordinary character. Why did I do that? Extraordinary character and smoothness not found among younger whiskeys. It's claiming it's not a younger whiskey here on the bottle. It is superior and flavor. It's superior taste and flavor It's superior taste and flavor characters. Its superior taste and flavor characteristics are made possible only from using the finest quality ingredients at the outset, along with long years and patience necessary to nurture them and mellow everything to perfection. We bottle this bourbon at a strength that best accommodates its age, and we're sure you'll enjoy it like no other bourbon. So, okay, that's basically all I know about Noah's Mill from Willett, bottled at 114 proof, some kind of blend, we believe, of whiskeys between 4 and 20 years old. Now, the bottle itself, really not much to write home about. It's got an old grist mill or something like that in the water with the turnstile there in the woods, and very, very muted, no colors to it at all white and brown. On the shelf at the store, this is not going to stand out. But will it stand out when we taste it today? Let's try some. I did just get in the brand new Whiskey Tears Edition Glencairn glass. Let's see how the bottle pops. Very nice. Okay, very good pour there. Put the top back on, sit down right there. All right, let's give it a look. Okay, so I would say a standard to lighter bourbon color. It's almost got a little bit of yellowish to it, but that standard amber, orangish, a little bit of red in there color on the Noah's Mill. And there you have it. So let's go ahead, get straight into the nose, see what we're finding. So I get a lot of cherry, some plum, dark fruit, chocolate covered dark fruit, with some floral notes in there, kind of some rose. If you're eating some dark chocolate covered cherries or plums, I don't know if they make those, in a field of roses, it's kind of what I'm smelling here. Not too harsh on the nose, doesn't smell over alcohol-y or anything like that, even though it's coming in at 114 proof, so not the hottest we've ever drank, but certainly not down in the watered down range either. So, Noah's Mill smells pretty good. Let's go ahead and dive in, taste what it's like for the first time. Spin it around. Noah's Mill. All right, so here we go. First tasting of Noah's Mill bourbon whiskey. Wow. Okay. A lot going on there. Really, off the bat, amazingly good. Got a little bit of the nice smooth burn going down the throat. Not the kind that feels like you've been hacking up a lung all day, but nice warming burn going down the throat on the finish. So I'm getting dark candied fruits, some raisin, kind of like a dark candied cherry or plum with some raisins thrown in there on the mix. Got some vanilla, some caramel, very, very smooth, coats the tongue nicely. Goes from the tip to, I'd say, about 3/4 of the way back the tongue. Let's see what kind of finish there is on the taste. Still very nice going down the throat. It lingers with a sweetness for a little while. It's just lingering in my mouth, just hanging out, playing with my little taste buds, saying, we're so sweet. And it's kind of a, like a, you ever, what are those things called? The caramels with the little vanilla centers, those candies? I don't know what they're called, but that's kind of what the finish tastes like here. Yeah, dark candied fruit, raisin, just a hint of spice in there, not too much, just a little hint. And then it gets real smooth as it goes down the back. Leaves some plum there as it goes down the back. And then you get into that kind of caramely vanilla candy on the end. Very good. Really, really liking this one. By the way, this is about a $50 to $60 bottle in stores, depending on where you are locally, of course, but 50 to 60 bottles on this one. 50 to 60 bottles. That's how many I wish I had of this one. $50 to $60 per bottle would be a lot more than my brain can do math. Oh yeah, if you get a nice big sip, it is just crushing your tongue with those dark fruits, those dark candied fruits, the plum, some strawberry in there, maybe even a hint. I don't know if mango is the right one because that's not a dark fruit, but just dark fruits going down towards the back of your throat there, and then it turns into that nice, smooth, caramelly vanilla finish. Very good here on Noah's Mill. But as you know, here on Whiskeyteers, since not everybody likes to drink it neat, especially at the higher proofs, we try it all 3 ways. So we're gonna add a dash of water, then we'll have it on the rocks. Let's try those now. All right, check the nose again. All right, so pretty much the same nose, but a little bit more subdued. Let's get into the taste. Interesting, so the taste is basically the same, but proofed down a little bit with that water, it goes much quicker. The transition from the initial dark candied fruits, the raisins, the plums, it goes much quicker getting through that into the caramelly vanilla at the end with a little bit of spice. It kind of just goes much quicker through the flavor profile that Noah's Mill is giving you. So much, much better neat on this one after one sip. Let's do one more sip just to make sure. Maybe get slightly sweeter with the water in there as well, and a little bit more of that spice on the end. Maybe some nutmeg there on the end as well. Kind of tasting now with the water in there, but much faster getting through those flavor profiles. When I did it neat, you could really sit there for a couple seconds and get the initial flavor profiles of those dark fruits, those candied fruits, and then as it would get to the back of your throat and you'd swallow, then that transition into the other flavors. So, all right, let's try it on the rocks, see if that makes any difference. Pour a little bit in there over ice. Don't want to do too much, because I really like this one, so I don't want to waste any on the ice that I don't have. Okay, so on the ice, once again, I got that nice ice ball right there. Actually, this one's probably the least clear one I've made so far. You know, all the other ones have been really clear. This one's got a little bit of haze in there. But anyways, let's try Noah's Mill on the rocks. It really takes away some of that candied fruit, the dark fruits on the ice. It really takes away some of it. Much more wood. This is strange. I don't know. I almost don't even really like it that much on the rocks. Let me go with one more sip. Maybe my brain's playing tricks on me here. I don't know. Okay, got a little bit bigger sip there. And that time with that sip, I got a little bit more of the initial tasting flavors, but getting much more woody notes out of it on the rocks with the chill added on there, and of course the little bit of water infused in from the ice melting. So interesting. So I would say on the rocks, not really too much of a fan. With a little bit of water added, still pretty good, but straight up neat, fresh out of the bottle, poured into a beautiful Whiskey Tears Glencairn glass. This is amazing. Really, really liked Noah's Mill here from Willett. Really enjoyed those dark candied fruits, the raisin in there, and then mellowing out into the back of the throat with the caramel, the little bit of vanilla, and just a hint of spice peeking its head in here or there when you weren't focusing in on those just very strong, dried, candied, dark fruits is really the predominant thing here. So what is this gonna get on the tier list? So far we've got 2 things in the B tier, but man, at $50 for a bottle, I think this is probably the favorite one I've done yet on the channel. It's probably one of my favorite ones that I've had. So I think I'm gonna have to put this in the A tier. This is really, really amazing. This is really, really good. This is superb. I would highly recommend, if you like to drink it neat, if you like water or on the rocks, maybe not so much this one being for you, but if you like to drink it neat, highly, highly, highly recommend Noah's Mill. All right, so there you have it. There's the whiskey tier review of Noah's Mill. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you would like to support the channel, make sure you hit like and subscribe. Check out our Patreon. On Patreon, there are additional videos only for Patreon members, and you can vote on the next bottle that I review here on the channel. Your choices for the next video are going to be between Doc Swinson's Blender's Cut, Bardstown No. 6, the blue label, and Elijah Craig straight up small batch. So if you want to check those out, check us out on Patreon. Link down in the description below. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you next time.